Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Charlotte Chong, joined by Nadia Hassan. Companies in the news today, we have Tiger Synergy. This company is a property developer and wood trader, but recently they have just signed a memorandum of understanding to acquire printed circuit board. I think they're going to diversify into this sort of business from this company. They are going to acquire this company, MISC Synergy Engineering Bhd.
Well, they actually signed an MOU today, as you were mentioning. And yeah, so basically they're doing it not cash-wise, they're doing it through a share swap, 16 million ringgit consideration. So MD Shirley Tan, let me if I get her name right, Shirley Tan Lee Chin said it expects, because of this particular purchase, a 200% improvement in revenue. So I actually look at their earnings. I mean, it's like on the top line, you already saw something ludicrous around those lines. I mean, if you want to put it in context, last quarter was about 300,000, give or take, and this quarter was 4.2 million. So yes, they've already seen quite an improvement. So in the face of that 1,300 jump, 200 is nothing.
Actually, other than this, MD Shirley Tan Lee Chin actually say that other than this acquisition of this particular business, printed circuit board, they have they have actually going to launch this project called Alam Impian project, worth about 300 million ringgit, which will actually boost their revenue to 200% improvement. Now, this project actually consists of 132 semi-detached houses, and they hope to complete this project in the first half of this year.
But do you think that means anything or not? In the sense that the property market being the property market the way it is now. Yesterday we were talking about LBS Bina, and they were very, very bullish on the fact that, we think the property market, the worst is over, GST has been absorbed. Do you think these guys, who are not the eco worlds, who are not the SPCTers of the world, do you think they will be as successful?
I think most of the companies, they will try to get into either oil and gas sector or property sector
not
as
anymore
well.
for oil and gas.
Yeah, but still we see a lot of companies jumping onto the bandwagon into the property sector. Not just this company, a lot of other companies, they will have some projects, some small projects, building more houses.
As we were talking about Emico as well, right? So the fact is, the thing I found more reassuring is that this agreement that they had with BPE, the fact is they actually have a profit guarantee of 2 million per year, which is cha-ching, which is over 3 years. And the company, they think it's going to be accretive about 18 million in revenue per year. So the thing is, right, I like more details on how you came across these numbers. I'm sure there's a lot of details in the announcement as well. But is this going to really, really change their fortune? Is it going to be the good thing for them?
Probably.
That's why they're actually doing a rights issue as well, right?
Well, the company actually slipped into red in June 30th, 2015 due to administration costs. But I hope, of course, the group actually also hopes that all these projects, and especially the one that they are going to launch soon, will bring them back into black.
Well, they already are-ish on the top line. Yeah. So the fact is, right, we have been seeing Tiger in the most active stocks over the past couple of weeks. Today it moved zilch. So I wonder, somebody obviously had faith in this company even before anything came out.
Well, to take it all home, the company actually inked a memorandum of understanding to acquire MISC Synergy Engineering through a share swap of 16 million ringgit, and MD Shirley Tan expects the revenue to increase 200% on new project launches, as well as the acquisition, proposed to undertake rights issue to raise up to 191.47 million ringgit. Now let's move on to our last segment, Broker's Call. Today we selected MISC Bhd. The stock actually closed 0.32% lower at 9 ringgit 21 cent. Business includes shipping offshore, tank terminals, logistics, marine and heavy engineering. Now, we are quite familiar with MISC because it's sort of like a government-backed company. Khazanah actually has some stakes in the company as well.
Doesn't Petronas have stakes in it as well? Because Petronas tried to take MISC private donkeys years ago, and it failed spectacularly.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I did. About a few years, couple of years back.
So the thing is, right, this company has been sort of chugging along ever since, trying to plug up the leakages and seeing how it is. So we're looking at UOB, right? So in a nice little contrast, the fact is UOB only has a hold on this company at 9 ringgit and 21. I can't buy it. Can you buy it?
About 9 ringgit 91. It's 5 actually. It's too expensive.
Exactly. So they think that obviously it'll go up to 9.95, which is still not bad. It's still about almost 70 cents up if you can afford it. So the reason why they issued the report, because of course there's scarce of reports now because everybody is still doing all their sectorial wraps, is that they think this US allowing crude oil exports starting in 2016 is going to be magnificent for them. It's the first time they've lifted this in 40 years.
Now what UOB actually say that these may present maiden opportunities for reverse lightering term contracts. Now, when I look up at Wikipedia, lightering actually say that it's a process of transferring cargo between vessels of different sizes. This is actually quite interesting because right now I think they have started doing it with their Aframaxes, medium-sized crude tankers in US.
Exactly. So lightering, like you said, it's sort of like putting one into the other, you're trying to match it. So it's going to be, what UOB says that now with this increase in crude, which they say is actually very good for this particular segment of the market, it'll be good for the crude tankers. It allows MISC a new opportunity because their Aframaxes, I'm hoping that I'm saying that right, Aframaxes, the 50 of them, apparently they're already in the US Gulf. They're already in that neck of the woods. So this could be a potentially big new sector for them. And if one MISC, which the critics will say is a bit steady, the haters will say is absolutely slow, is good for them to look at the new stuff, to kind of go beyond just the basic business.
Right. Just now you mentioned about 50 Aframax vessels, so it actually represents 60% of its total vessels. Now, all these vessels mainly used for lightering in US Gulf, while the other 40% are working on spot. However, I think that with the pressure on oil prices, do you think that in the longer run, we might actually see lesser activities in the oil and gas sector?
I think lesser for exploration, but what you already have, you still have to transport.
They still need services.
Yeah, exactly. So like it says, UOB said themselves, global crude oil supply, lower oil prices are going to be good for the crude tankers because regardless of it, your exploration side is fine if you're a main sort of player and that say is fine. You still got to move that stuff around. And what you're going to use to move it around? Probably an Aframax, depending on which part of the world you are in. It's going to be an interesting year. Let's see whether this lifting of this 40-year-old ban from the US, what will it do? Will it open the floodgates? I definitely think so.
Well, thanks. To take it all home, UOB is maintaining a whole call with higher TP of 9.95. MISC Aframaxes is already heavily employed in the US Gulf, about 60%, and we expect to see lightering services contracts from the US, more contracts from there. Global crude oil supply and low oil prices will continue to be positive for crude tankers. That's all we have today. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit www.thedgemarkets.com or pick up a physical copy of The Edge Financial Daily or Weekly. Thanks for watching. Good night and good luck.